Okay.
Okay, we're here at Danelectro's stand at NAMM 2020, and this is Danny, one of the best guitarists in the universe. In fact, Eric Clapton was asked, what's it like to be the best guitarist in the world? He said, you're going to have to ask Danny.
I've been called a lot of things in my day. Never that.
So this is our new 59 Divine. It comes in 3 colors. We've got the flame maple, front and back, bound body. We've got the cream. And then this one that Danny's playing is the walnut, front and back walnut. And the big story here, this is a guitar that Danelectro made in 1959. And we're bringing it back with some nice upgrades of adjustable intonation, Goto, 15-to-1, Japan-made tuners, bone nut. But the big story is the pickups. The pickups are a great replica of the best 1950s pickups. We bought a load of the old Danelectro guitars, tore apart the pickups, analyzed it, and what we found was, when we analyzed the magnet, that all this time we thought that the old Danelectro used the Alnico 5, they were using the Alnico 6. And it was a sand cast magnet, which means there's pits all over the surface of the magnet. And that affects the tone. So after we sand cast the magnet out of the Alnico 6, we sandblast it to give it even more texture. And then we analyzed the old lipstick tubes, and we found those are 80-20 brass, 80-20 copper zinc, versus the ones we've been making are 70-30. 80-20 is a very musical material. Cymbals are made out of 80-20 brass. And so a thinner wall like the old one, so we replicated the old tube, and then we found that the 42 plain enamel wire, which the original guitars use, is only made in the US. And so we buy that, we ship it to make the pickups. Anyway, hear what's going on here from Danny. Big, more top, more bottom, warmer, more open. So now Danny's going to grab the the 64 XT, and this one's new in the gray finish. It's actually a snark. Got a snark on it, but this is this new gray, and it's got a marble pickguard, a US made. There's only one guy in the world that we know of that makes this material. We buy it here and ship it to Korea for making the guitar. Anyway, Danny's going to use that guitar to demo the 3 new reissue pedals that Danelectro has this year. The first one is the 3699 Fuzz, which is a reissue of the original Fox tone machine, which I did in the 70s. The key really to making this reissue catch fire really is the NOS transistors. So we bought loads, 60,000 plus of the old NOS transistors that are decades old, and we then gain select them so that there's a narrow gain range that you want to use in order to get a really sweet tone. So that's the key to what we did here. We also made the octave foot switchable, and we added a toggle switch. You can go from the stock tone, which is a mid cut, to a mid boost, which puts that back. So Danny's going to let you know what it is.
Off the volume, you get more of this.
Yeah. Okay. Next is the Mosstortion that Ivan has made in 1990, and this is a reissue. And we faithfully got the tone and the grit. We added 2 clipping options that the original pedal did not have by adding some other diodes. So here's the Mosstortion. talk we did 20 years ago, and when you look at the YouTubes of the people that have the old ones, they say this is the best reverse delay ever. And so when we decided to redo this, we had the software that was used in the original pedal, but it would only run on the NOS chip, the old processor that was discontinued 20 years ago. So we had to buy up those old NOS chips and then add the software, and the result is it's exactly the same product that it was 20 years ago. Here it is. So this sounds a bit like a traditional slap, but you can hear the complexity of the phrase being reversed behind that. Now Danny's going to get a little wilder with the fact it'll be more obvious. Sound. We're going to not hear the attack of the original note, just the reverse phrase. So there it is, 3 new reissues of Danelectro available in March.